Welcome to Stranger Things in VR. Today we are playing on the MetaQuest 3. It is just released and we are going to have first hands-on at giving it a go. I am very excited to see how this is going to turn out. Stranger Things VR is a brand new game just released, which is an immersive arcade experience showing fan service moments recognizable to fans of the series, and does that in an alive way where you get to use the powers of Vecna, walk around, and be in the Upside Down. The tutorial where you start out as Henry in his young form is very simple and straightforward, and if you recognize any of the moments from the series, you will be delighted to know that most of this will be familiar. This game is probably not recommended to folks who have not watched Stranger Things at all, and if you do want to get into Stranger Things, there will be a lot of spoilers in this main game which will give away a lot of key moments and plots to the main moments of the series.
Go from the familiar to the unfamiliar.
Right.
What was for lunch today? Ah,
don't
yes,
tuna sandwich.
an orange.
Oh.
Remember the texture of the skin. Firm. Perhaps you wanted something different. You wanted an apple. Let me show you.
That is
Teach you.
creepy. The beginning parts of the game gets you refamiliarized with the abilities of Vecna and gets you used to using his powers of telepathy and telekinesis. And with that as well, the use of powers of the Upside Down portals, where you get to look across Stranger Things at the most iconic locations, using portals where you get up to the point of modern day as Vecna.
How is she?
Fine, coming along. Only a few more weeks now until you've got a new customer.
Well, give me a sec, guys. All right, 2 orders of fries, 1 tuna melt, 1 side salad, 1 bacon burger.
Checking out? No, that's right. Milk is up $2.16 now.
Yeah. Oh. I know. One of the latest ideas I've heard of. But, you know, he's cute enough, and... That's it, Gigi. What a good boyfriend.
Yo, that was crazy.
You are finally here. Keep calling, Will, and I will find you.
Yo. In terms of gameplay through the first few chapters that you go through, it is a walking simulator of types where you do end up with some moments of action fighting demigorgons and demigods. And with that in mind, quite a few interactive moments to keep your attention worth note to mind, definitely making this price worth it. And as someone who has watched and done everything Stranger Things related that you can watch and see and play, this was definitely worth the money for me, as it made it an enjoyable experience to be able to be Vecna and use the powers that you'd see in the show, making it an immersive interactive experience that I think a lot of people were not expecting. The thing with this game, which I think a lot of people got caught off guard with, they didn't expect it to be as much interactive as there are action, which a lot of the cons of this game, which have been seen already, is there isn't that much action. But if you do go into the replayability of the chapters and go fighting the demogorgons of your choice and the creatures of the Upside Down, quite a lot of the chapters do include a mix of both interactive and action to give it a compelling experience. In terms of the money and the worth of the story, it gives you a good 3 to 4 hours of gameplay when you fully get yourself into the game. and by the end of me finishing the story of Stranger Things VR, I left walking away feeling satisfied and happy with my purchase. The only thing that I can recommend with the game, if you do go and get into it yourselves, do not expect 90% of the game to be an action-packed adventure, because a lot of it will be scenes and cutscenes that you will be seeing in its own unique style in the game, remade in Stranger Things VR.
And I will reassemble my world on the foundations of your bones.
In conclusion, is this a game purely for the fans? Yes. If you haven't played the games before, this will be a great starter if you're not too much fussed about the shows themselves. But personally, I think this is not a bad experience. But if you are looking for more action and FPS style roguelike killers, this will not be your game.